TV blaster on this.
So your goal with this is to get it running, huh?
First to get it running.
Yeah.
I am having trouble with this can of TV blaster.
Yeah, don't turn that spot this way. Want another can?
I got enough in my hand. So what the deal is with that can? Leaking all the air out of it. So
Yeah.
that'll be another one of them that I drill a hole in and drain all the liquid out.
Yeah. Put it in another one.
Well, I'll put it in my pump, the hand pump one.
Yeah.
That'll be used in the garage, other garage.
Ah. Success. What's this part that's all rusty here?
The muffler?
I don't know.
Shield,
Is that what that
the
is?
muffler is behind there. That's the shield.
Oh, okay.
And once we get it running, some of that will come off. But I'll probably have to take that all apart.
Clean it.
Yeah. Clean it up and put some paint on it or something. Give it some more color back.
Okay.
Here's another thing that's going to have to be repaired. This is all rusty.
Yeah.
And then the top is gone, but it does work. You're just going to have to do a repair on that.
Okay.
Or replace it.
And that's the tank.
That's the fuel tank. And see, this is
Okay.
missing.
Oh, the plug's missing.
There's nothing there.
Plug or what?
It's a grommet and
I mean, how can you test it and run it if there's no gas in it?
We'll put gas in it.
Oh.
I can put gas in it.
What,
more
with
than
that
one way.
part missing there, did you buy a part for that?
Yeah. That's
Oh,
that
okay. You
was
got all the
idea.
parts you need then.
Yeah.
Okay.
If I can get this open, I'll show you the part.
I'll open it for you. Get those gloves on.
Well, that and the WD-40 or the
PB blaster. Here,
work
give it
really
here.
good.
Oh, you got it.
So you have where you at?
I'm right here.
All right, you have this grommet. This goes up into the tank, and then this goes up into that grommet,
Yeah.
and this sits together like that on top of that. This goes right in. Inside, once you put this in the tank, and then you push this up in there. And this is the shut-off valve, and this is the filter for inside the tank, and this is the line that goes to the carburetor.
Okay. Alrighty.
So all that's got to go together.
Okay.
That's the least of my worries right now.
If you want to show close up, just hold it right up to this
Oh, and
camera
then I
right
got
here.
this light right here.
Yeah, that's a nice little light.
Yeah, this is eyeball type light.
Cool.
And if I remember, I'll turn it on right there.
Oh, that's bright.
Little light on the subject,
Great.
and it rotates.
Oh, cool.
So, all right, got a gasket on it. I got the correct nuts for it. Yeah, made it by a carburetor. We got a shut-off valve in there, and all this stuff. And a spark plug, and a new fuel line. Comes with the carburetor. Of course, the carburetor is made in China.
Yeah. Our friend Chad on This and That Garage calls it, huh?
What's that?
China.
Yeah, whatever.
I don't know if he's our friend, but we watch him on YouTube.
Showing it going that way. That's the trial. This choke in the front. This should be going this way. And that's going to run into a problem. Maybe. Oh, we got this spacer. That's right. And that goes over the front. We may have to do some modification to this here carburetor because it can't go that way backwards because the choke is in the back. It's got to go this way.
What about the side? No?
It'll go there. It's just that the fuel line is right up against the engine.
Yeah.
That's gonna make it a little bit hard to put the gas line on. Now this should be going on next, but because I'm just gonna start this, I'm not gonna put that on there. But I want to see if it runs.
Okay.
Then we'll go from there. Put a carburetor on it first.
Okay.
Probably should hook that governor on it. That's unique. Let me go back to that.
What's that?
Well, the rod that goes into the carburetor for a governor. I just noticed something else too.
What?
That spring's going to have to be replaced. This spring is rotted right off.
Oh, goodness. You want to wipe your face?
Let's see.
There's some paper towel.
I'm going to have to make some change there. I may have to grind that down, but push that out. Put it out.
I'm the nurse.
It is humid out here.
You were sweating like crazy. It's dripping off you.
That'll hold the throttle, but it's not going to hold it correctly. But I'll fix that. I'll make a modification to the rod.
Okay.
I'm going to have to get a spring anyways because that spring's no good.
Yeah.
And I just might buy just the rod too another rod that goes with it with a round end on it. So what I have is the rod that's coming over for the governor.
Yeah.
It's got a flat end on it.
Yeah.
Well, it's flat and wide, so it's pinched down, and it's got to go into a round hole.
Oh, I see.
So it's about a little bit more than 1/8 inch wide, and the hole is 15.
Okay, that's better. See you.
So we'll see what we can do with that. That's right against the house. It may not pull up tight. Let's see. So what I've got right now is I'm going to end up with a gap. I'm going to see if I can run that in a little bit. That doesn't turn in. All right, I'm going to have to find me a couple washers. I got those. This is what happens when you have something that's got parts missing.
Yeah.
You gotta find out what all is missing and make it work.
Yeah.
So what I've got right now is when this carburetor is all the way in, this one's fine on the right side, but this one over here, it's got a part of the bolt sticking out, so it'll never tighten on this side.
Oh.
So I got to add about 1/8 of an inch, probably two washers, so I can run this one in. I'll go find 2 washers for that other one.
Okay.
I think I got some over here at the bench. Otherwise, I'll have to go to the other garage.
There you go. Getting it. So what's a carburetor do on an engine? Does it clean the fuel?
No, it calibrates the fuel going into the engine. So an engine needs a 14-to-1 ratio of air to fuel, and the carburetor is what gives it the 1%, or the ratio of 1. Hit me in the face again. And so it has jets in it, and it's got different things to tune that, and that mixes the fuel, gives it the right ratio. So the amount of air going through the carburetor and the ratio of fuel going into it too. Oh, good. That moves.
Okay.
That works.
So now you got to hook up a fuel line to it.
Yeah, I'm gonna hook up some fuel to it, and I got that other tank in there. I might do that instead of putting fuel in that tank. That battery's attached to that, so I'll take that battery out later. So I need to get some fuel in here. Let me go get my little tank, and I can use this hose. Okay. Gotta get down in here a little bit there. This spark plug wire is right in my way. So I'm using everything that was on there. The plug was still firing. We checked that before in the first video we did, and I've got a new plug for it, but I'm not going to change anything until I got to get this thing started and see what it's going to do.
Okay.
Okay, get out of there. Got a good boot on that one.
Yeah.
And we want to make sure we knew it. It looks like the grounding is right here. If I need to shut it off, I'm going to ground this out. One of these,
Okay.
we'll ground one of these out, and it'll shut it off.
All right.
All right.
How loud is it going to be?
It shouldn't be too bad, but you might want to watch your eyes over there because there's going to be some stuff coming out the exhaust pipe.
Okay.
Here goes.
Okay.
That's what I was telling you about.
Yeah, I'm moving.
trying.
The gas hose isn't kinked, is it?
Uh-uh.
It shut off in the
Okay. Let me go get some. Give a shot of carburetor cleaner and see if that'll fire it.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna give a shot of carburetor cleaner, carburetor and choke cleaner. That should run.
Oh, it's trying.
We did put WD-40 into the cylinder, and it may be that's causing us a problem right now.
Whoa!
Told you. We'll give her a shot, another shot. We may have to.
Okay.
Let me see if. I'm not seeing any gas coming in here. We'll give it another shot.
Okay, one more. Then we want to quit while you work on it?
No, I'm supposed to keep going here, see what happens. It wants to go.
Yeah, if it can't start
It's
with
firing.
that.
Well, it's firing. It wants to run, so. I'd say we're not getting any gas through the carburetor.
Yeah. Oh, what was
Yeah.
What would be keeping it from getting gas to the car?
All right. Let's take the plug out and check it.
Okay. That was a pain to get it in there. Now you got to get it out of there.
Yeah. And these gloves don't help. Man, need a little bit of grease on that spark plug. And the boot.
Well, what's with the boot coming apart there? Is it supposed to be?
That's an insulator around the wire.
Oh,
All right, so it's trying to run, but you can see there's a whole lot of debris in there.
yeah.
I mean, it's blowing out the rust from all the exhaust pipe.
Yeah.
And probably all the carbon off top of the piston. The good sign is it did want to run.
Yeah. Let's see it. Hold it up here.
I'm gonna turn this light around here. So it is dry, completely dry.
So there's no.
There's no fuel getting to it. I'm gonna check it for spark again.
Okay.
So the next thing for me to do is take this carburetor, brand new carburetor apart, and see if the needle and seat are working. Because right now we should be flowing a lot of gas in here.
Yeah. Okay, should we stop for a bit?
Hold on, we'll go check spark.
Okay. Nothing. Is it grounded?
That's what I'm doing right now, trying to find a better ground.
Don't touch it.
There is no spark.
There's nothing on that. Why don't you try the new spark plug?
That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to spark plug and put in there. And that plug doesn't look like it should be firing. It's a little carbon foul. And it may be shorted out. Stop the spark. Let's give it another shot. Let's put a new spark plug in.
Okay.
I didn't want to put the new one in right away because I knew there'd be carbon and stuff flying around.
Yeah.
It may follow this plug out.
Yeah.
So I had to get it running, blow all that stuff out of the engine first, and then come back and do a tune-up on it.
You think all that's out now, or is it going to be?
A lot came out. Well, you've seen it's all on the floor right here.
Oh yeah.
A lot of that was in the muffler itself because it hadn't been run for so long. Yeah, that dang spark plug there. I think I've got a spark plug that might work. Let's see.
Find one?
Nope, didn't have a spark plug that size. I thought I had one. We'll give it a shot. I cleaned this one up.
Oh.
It took some really nice.
It's the old one?
Yeah, this is the old one. Let's see if it fires again.
Yeah, this starts.
Put some new life into it. So we'll have to buy a new spark plug.
Yeah.
One that's right.
Right size.
Yeah. Let's put it up to go get the fuel. That should have been wet.
Yeah. So, what's the spark plug do to make it? It doesn't have any activity where.
Well, every time I sprayed that stuff in the carburetor, it should have kept running.
Yeah.
And it wasn't. So the spark plug followed out. I'm mixing I'm being the mixer.
Yeah.
Letting the air come in and then I'm spraying the fuel in.
Wow, that thing takes forever to get screwed in
It's a
there.
long one.
Yeah. Boot.
Okay,
Give her a hit.
give it another shot. pretty good. Putting up oil. So the generator is generating. Need that quick. Let it warm up with it. Clean this off a little bit. Get the oil up into the engine. And I'll drain all the oil out. I'm going to do oil filter on. Okay, after we got done yesterday, I drained the oil, and I didn't get the chance to show you how to get the oil plug out because it is a square-headed one. Can you get a picture down here? And see if it's back in there. Let me get my light. So back in here, see that little square? Down in there, to the right, to the right of the filter, there's a square. A bolt, or I mean a plug. Yes. All right, so let me see if I can get this set up. I think I got it. Okay, I'm going to show you. So what I used to get that out of there, you can't get in there with a wrench. Are you looking at this here? Yes. All right, so you can see that square. Yes. That's square. And that's square. Yes. This is a 1/2 inch adapter going to 3/8. So I put that in there on that square in there, which is 1/2 inch. And then on this end, because that's a socket too, I put this here adapter, which is a 6-point socket for a Torx. Put that on there. And then I got myself a socket, which happens to be 10 millimeter, because this is a 10 millimeter Torx, and that's what I used. And I was able to turn this thing really easy. Now I just put it back in, and I don't want to drain my oil out. But I wanted people to see that. That's how easy that is to get out. You don't have to get in there with a pair of pliers and ruin that head. And then the next side comes off, you can't get it out. One other thing I wanted to point out, and let me grab this real quick. The nasty filter that was in there, like that, I flip it over and I got this number on it. It's a pH 4967. Well, that just happens to be the same filter that goes into a Toyota Corolla. So keep that in mind. Okay. Now I did put in this one here. It's a MicroGuard, which is sold by O'Reilly's, which that's a MicroGuard. It's the same thing as a Wix filter, but you can cross-reference some numbers and they should match. The other thing was I took the battery out And this is the battery housing. The battery sits in here, and you can see it's all corroded.
Oh my.
So it's going to have to be cleaned up and repainted. So I'm seeing a lot of stuff that's like that on this thing. So I think I'm going to continue taking it apart. I ordered this spring that goes on here that keeps the tension on the throttle so it doesn't cycle a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, or pulse, I guess you might call it. And it looks like I got to take the cover off anyway. So I think I'm going to pull the engine out of there, the whole assembly out of there. I'm going to paint the frame and this here and this, at least that much of it, to protect the steel, the frame of it.
All right, that sounds great.
Yep, and that's all I got. That's an add-on to the other. Oh, one other thing.
Yes.
So the oil, can you see the oil down here? It is black.
Yeah.
Real black.
Quite.
But it smells like gasoline.
Oh.
So it's got gasoline in it somehow. That's probably why the carburetor was taken off of it. It was probably having a problem and dumping raw gas right into the oil. So anyways, that's changed. Everything there's good now. This thing will run, but I need to fix this throttling part and clean up the muffler and all that stuff. So I think I'm going to take it all apart